The Learning Curve with Bharat Agarwal.
Welcome to another episode of The Learning Club with me, Bharat Agarwal. My guest today, Udayan Kanade, is a dear friend and a senior we all looked up to during the VIT Pune days. Instead of following the conventional career in engineering, he chose to pursue his passion for applied mathematics and has since then gone to build two startups in this highly specialized field. In this conversation, we explore his journey from VIT Pune to Stanford, his philosophy on problem solving, and his unique perspective on AI, language, and innovation. Welcome to the Learning Curve, Udayan.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let's start with what has been your journey post VIT Pune?
I graduated from VIT in 2000. I did my master's in computational mathematics in 2001. And then I joined a startup, worked for a startup till 2005. And then I started my own company, which eventually became a bunch of companies, and is still going on till 2026 now.
I am just curious. You said just now you finished your post-graduation in 2001.
Yes.
I know from Stanford,
Yes.
in the heart of Silicon Valley, from one of the biggest brand institutes, organizations, universities in the world, and you decided to come back to India to do a startup. And in those days, when startup was not as glamorous as it is today. So what was your thought behind it?
I mean, you said not glamorous. A startup wasn't even called a startup.
Yeah.
The word didn't exist.
Yeah,
We didn't
yeah,
know what we were doing.
Yeah. So what inspired you to come back to India and not stay back to get your job or green card or citizenship?
I mean, it's not really about inspiration. It is, I had gone there to study. So I studied. After finishing studying, you have
As simple as that.
Yeah.
But then weren't you influenced by fellow batchmates who continued to stay there, or you were having clarity in your mind, या फिर total clarity, कुछ भी clarity नहीं था, इसलिए वापस आए? What was this 2001 year for you like?
कुछ भी क्लैरिटी नहीं था कि क्या करना है, इसलिए क्लैरिटी था कि क्या नहीं करना है.
Oh,
So
so you had decided कि अभी तो इंडिया जाना है because
हाँ.
clarity लाना चाहिए फिर.
If you don't know what you're doing, then you have to be at home.
Normally, as we all know, masters in the US is a 2-year process. We know as your juniors in VIT that you are the ones who went to Stanford and finished the masters in 1 year. What did you do differently than other Indians or fellow Americans who are doing their masters over there?
I was just, what is the word? Howrat?
Greedy.
Greedy.
Yeah.
That doesn't capture it though,
Yeah,
but
I understand what you're coming from. Yeah.
it's like, okay. So usually you take 9 credits a quarter. People were taking 9 credits a quarter. I was there for the first quarter. I liked some courses. They turned out to be like many courses. And so I asked my seniors, is it okay if I take all these courses? They said कि देख तू कहीं से देहात से आया है, गलती से यहाँ पे पहुंचा है. Don't take too many courses. Take a few courses. I got scared, so I took only 18 credits first quarter.
So you were supposed to take 9, but you took 18.
Yeah, because I was scared. That seemed to go well. So then I thought, I can learn anything I want to. It's going fine. So then the second quarter, I took 27 credits.
Okay.
Except that 1 credit is supposed to be 1 hour of work per day. So their database maxed out at 24 because that's the number of hours you have. It's even called the credit hour.
Yes.
So then I had to go to the professors and tell them to reduce the credits for me. I will do all the work, but reduce the credits. So I took 9 courses, but I reduced some credits. So I fit them in 24 credits. I didn't tell the professors I had taken 9 courses.
Now, spending 25 years in the field of mathematics, I know you have 40 patents which you have been granted in this field. Mathematics is a subject that is not a favorite subject of many people. People run away from it. I also did. So, what was mathematics for you? What is mathematics for you? And how do you describe your journey being a applied mathematician for all these years?
Why do people run away from mathematics?
Maybe because it's difficult.
And then now you run a university group. Is that easy?
No, it's not easy, but still, it is. It is a. It's my passion to do business and do something in education.
So you answered the question.
Yeah.
Everything is difficult anyway.
Mm.
Maths is not easy. It's
Mm.
never been easy for me.
Mm.
But I find this, the beauty that is mathematics is just so beautiful.
Mm.
And, beautiful new insight that you gain to everyday phenomena through mathematics is something I find really beautiful, and you have to work hard towards it. And sometimes this insight will come about. Like we are doing this very amazing project in road traffic.
Okay.
And mathematics tells you something really amazing and unexpected about road traffic. And then you can put it to good use to improve road traffic. It's one of our pet projects. We're very passionate about it. And so there's like hundreds of things around you that mathematics will tell you something unique about. And that's what's
Can you
fun.
elaborate another example of your application of mathematics, which you may be using as a product or service in your company?
So on road traffic, we are doing like a wide area model predictive control real-time algorithm implemented on traffic signals, which reduces wait time at traffic signals
Okay.
by half
Okay.
in peak traffic.
Okay.
This has been tested in real world traffic as well as simulations, as well as in mathematical theory, and all of them match when you get these amazing
Wow.
improvements.
Wow.
Visually, you won't think. It seems like everything is chock-a-block full of
Yeah.
vehicles in all directions going from everywhere to everywhere.
Yeah.
How will you improve any of this?
Yes.
But really, there's like a super fine mathematical solution, and there's a super fine way of reaching that solution. And if you can, then it ends up that you can improve traffic this much. We worked on this problem where you attach what is essentially a multimeter to yourself, to the human body, and you can sense the interiors of the human body, where the lungs are they distended, is there fluid in the lungs, and you can actually create images of the insides of the human body through something which is almost just a multimeter. You remember the multimeter from the lab? Yeah,
It's so low cost. What you are saying?
exactly.
Absolutely low
Yeah,
cost.
yeah. You need 32 of them, but
Uh,
still, it's
uh,
still much lower cost than
then
scans today,
stands.
and you can keep it attached, and you can have a continuous um, sensing, zero radiation, and all of this is possible through advanced mathematics.
Wow. Wow. Then, in today's world, every product and service is now labeled as AI powered. Whereas I know you are a believer and you feel that AI should be used as or practiced or learnt as maybe a school experiment in science labs. Also, we spoke before, you mentioned that all problems should be looked upon as all solutions should be looked upon for problems without machine learning, and then ML should be applied to it, something of that sort. What do you mean by all this in practice?
See, machine learning is a specific form of AI. AI is a new word that we have given to the continuous endeavor of humanity of building better models, which means better understanding of the universe and being able to then use that for better outcomes. Um, So machine learning is a specific tool for AI. So what is machine learning? If you think about it, machine learning is kind of trying to use a lot of data
Right.
to build a data-driven kind of black box approach,
Right.
which will be a certain form of understanding, in the sense it will be able to replicate.
Absolutely. So the
The
machine
real
learns the data from the data that it already has.
Correct. So think about it. How long has astronomy existed?
As much as I think forever.
Yeah,
From the early
absolutely.
days. Yeah.
Right. Because very early on, people figured out that, oh, there are the heavens, the heavens seem to be going around.
Absolutely.
But then some of these things are going around at a different speed. Oh, let's call them wanderers, planets. Right? So from then, they have been interested in understanding the heavens better. It's so exciting. And then people have been building models. From all of that data and from all of those models themselves, eventually came things like, Kepler's law, and then the Newtonian theory of mechanics and gravity, and then Einstein's corrections to that. All of that came from that original data, but then explained all of those phenomena in a much more compact form.
Perfect.
And a
Understood.
much more efficient form, and a much more usable form, and also having far deeper predictions than anything that you could do with a black box.
Right.
And so, many a times we find the machine learning approach first. But then it behooves us to leave that machine learning approach, see what you can do with theory itself.
Right.
And then the parts that you cannot do with theory, maybe you again insert a black box model there. Still happens in astronomy. There are like tiny corrections to Einsteinian equations, because you don't have the exact data of all of these planets, which are still done with machine learning or data-driven approaches today.
Udayan, I have heard you say that there is mathematics even in human language. Now, this is quite fascinating. Can you elaborate this part?
Do you say big round elephant, or do you say round big elephant?
Big round
Elephant. You don't know why, but that's how you say it.
Absolutely.
Do you say motta gol hatti or gol motta hatti?
मोठा. पहिले मोठा येतो मग गोल
Motta
येतो.
gol hatti. But you don't know why.
No.
You realize the adjectival order is the same.
Yes, and in fact the meaning also remains the same.
Yeah. But if language is purely conventional, the words are not the same in these two languages. But if language is purely conventional, where is the adjectival order coming from, and why is it the same?
Right, I understand now.
Now you go across languages, English, Marathi, Hindi, Sanskrit, Spanish, adjectival order remains largely the same.
Oh.
And if it was purely conventional, we think that language is conventions.
Yes.
It's a set of conventions.
Yes.
There's no mathematics to it. But if it's just a set of conventions, then why are the conventions tending in the same direction?
For everyone. For
Yeah,
all languages.
for all of these diverse languages.
Yes.
So something more fundamental must be happening.
Yes.
Something must be an underlying truth that we still have to discover, right? Just like behind all the eclipses and the retrograde motions, there were Newton's laws of gravity. There must be something more fundamental which is giving an underlying unity to the endeavor of human language. To understand that, you have to understand what are we actually trying to achieve with human language. And if we set up that problem correctly, maybe that will tell us what it is that is the underlying universal commonality in all of human language, which would be the mathematics of human language.
Post you coming back to India, I know because of your association with VIT Pune that you have been teaching at the college. We know you are a gifted orator. Tell us about that side of a story where we see Udayan as a passionate teacher, a person who contributes to the curriculum, a person who is working on the governing board of the same college he was once a student of. Largely, how has been teaching to you?
I mean, yes, thanks to you, I have done many of these things. I really love teaching because I keep getting these ideas about, how things connect, about, how some piece of theory connects to some aspect of the real world, and how some very distinct aspects of the real world, seemingly very disparate things, can actually be explained by the same piece of theory. And that's so beautiful that I really then want to say that out to as many people as I can and try to get them to see it. And sometimes they do. And when they do, I really like that.
Udayan, I need some advice from you. For parents and teachers to build a love for mathematics.
The correct people to ask this question to is my parents and grandparents, of course.
So what did they do? Let me reframe it.
I think the love for anything comes out of curiosity. Like, why do I love something is because I'm curious. So if there's a way to inspire that in someone, that would be the best way to instill love, whether it is mathematics or music or anything.
Any subject, any topic, yes. Udayan, finally, let's come to both of our favorite place, Vishwakarma Institute of Technology, Pune. You were a student for 4 years there. Share some memories of you being the student at VIT Pune.
And if it's a favorite place, it's probably the canteen.
I'm not surprised by that.
I'm sure it's your
Yes.
Anna's canteen was everyone's favorite place at that. I'm sure Patanjali said this 2 weeks ago. I don't know.
He was so disappointed when I told him that Anna no longer works for VIT Pune. He was disappointed. Oh.
Yeah. VIT is, to us at least, VIT is not VIT without Anna Chimisura. So, yeah. But, the whole experience was very nice. We had a lot of good teachers. And our department head was Prabhu sir. And we had so many good teachers. I remember so many specific classes and so many things taught. Specifically, I can remember where some teacher was standing when he was saying something. And then I probably fought with him or whatever. But had a really immensely enjoyable time. The extracurriculars were really amazing. We won a lot of prizes for VIT, both in technical and in non-technical domains.
Virodhya was heart moment, means
absolutely.
Winning Virodhya was like the thing.
Absolutely.
So your batch won a number of times.
Yeah. So our batch was talented enough and lucky enough to win Virodhya multiple times. I was part of that process all 4 years. We didn't really have like a sense of importance of or greatness to us, but we had a sense of curiosity and play and fun and taking things seriously and passionately, even if we didn't know what the final outcome or purpose was. And I'm very lucky to have been with that cohort of people, and that's what I remember most about VIT.
You mentioned one name, and your entire batch, when I meet anyone from there, remembers or mentions that name, Professor Prabhu. Any memory of your interaction with him that you still remember and is something that you would like to share?
There are like 100 memories of Prabhu sir. A lot of them, my entire batch met just a few months ago. It was half of the stories were Prabhu sir's stories. We also went and met him, and it was a lot of fun. Which of the stories should I tell you? So I gave my final year seminar.
Yeah, we used to have seminars in the final year those days, yes?
Right. So my topic was on non-Von Neumann architectures. And I had given it the title Radical Computers. I had tried to give a seminar
on that
on
radical thing.
such a topic, and then that didn't go down very well with Prabhu sir, and he lambasted me in front of the entire department, not just my batch, right?
Even
Because
the
he was sitting in
juniors,
front.
yeah.
That's not when he got angry.
Yeah.
Then we walked out, and in the hallways he was like so angry, and there were like 100 people standing around, and it's like, my God, this fellow has had it now. And I said, okay, I will give the seminar again if you didn't like it. He said, I want to see the report. What is this? I want to see the report. And then I said, yeah, I will send the report. And then I sent the report. And he liked the report so much that I was the topper in the seminar. I didn't have to redo the seminar. But Prabhu sir was very mercurial, but he was very passionate, and everything, his passion was always to run a better department, to create better students. And that's why, despite our momentary fear and hate towards him, all of us also loved him, and we knew him like this.
And many of you all love him even now and have utmost respect for him.
Absolutely.
Is what I read. Well, thank you, Udayan. I think this conversation has been awesome. I learned a lot. What still fascinates me and remains unanswered for me is of a boy who graduates from VIT, goes to Stanford, graduates early, then the rest, and decides to come back to India. So that remains a bit of a curiosity for me as well, even after an hour-long conversation we have had. And I would like to remain it that way. And maybe next time we'll figure out some more details about it. But your journey has been inspiring. You are a thorough technical person, a mathematician by heart, passionate about your subject, and the way you have centered your life, your business journey around your passion is something that I take a bit learning from, and I pass on that learning to all our students that please follow your passion. But thank you so much for spending time with us and sharing your journey with us.
Thank you for having me, Bharat. It was very enjoyable. Thank you.
The Learning Curve with Bharat Agarwal.